If we were cool and we had projection mapping, like some, not NFL stadiums, but NBA stadiums have, they shoot it down onto the floor.
That'd be awesome.
But we're not cool like that.
Not yet.
Not ever. We will never do that. All right, we are done with the kid show, and we struck it last night, and then Matt did the vacuum and the cable pull. So all of that stuff is over there from that show, and we're leaving some of it out because we're getting ready to set for the Wednesday show, and then we will pull the Wednesday show and do the Thursday big rehearsal for corporate. It'll be the first time that we do it with full ears and all that junk, so I have that to program today. We've got a riser deck back here for the MD and all of her stuff. She has like a glockenspiel, bells, a couple of floor toms maybe, and then her MD setup and all that. So that's going to be over there. And I'm getting ready to pull the rest of Monitor World and the stuff that I don't need, which some of it's here. So because we had, gosh, what amps were we using? I was using a QSC rack with our EAW monitors, and it was sitting here, so I've already pulled that. That's actually sitting over there. The Crown amp rack is somewhere around here. That's going to leave. The SQ is coming out, and this 2500, this D-Live is coming in. So I just got through patching, or taking some of the patch out that I was using for monitors, and I'm going to unplug this and get this changed over. Okay, well the antenna is not in there. That must mean it's in here. Yep. Alright, that plugs in the ears antenna.
And Is the RF venue antenna better than Shure's?
Yeah. Shure's are not bad, just RFNU's better. So my interference is really bad today. Yeah, that has no effect. So I'm just getting a lot today that I don't need. Since I'm doing 10 in-ear monitors and 14 mics, I'm going to need to rescan as well to put all of these where they need to go so that they don't interfere with each other. This antenna up here needs to get moved just a bit. Doesn't like something there. This is a very active zone where we have our mics and crap where our television stations are. And in our area we've got 7 to avoid, 50 frequency ranges to avoid, 19 frequencies specifically that need to be avoided. And so I just calculated this out with Workbench. This is a lot. There's so much here. Not so much here. Kind of would rather have my equipment over on this side, which makes sense why so many of my older QLXDs are doing better than some of my, lower frequency ULX stuff. So we'll do what we can. Time to deploy. Okay, that's the QLXD stuff. And the bottom ULXD H50s. So I just have the G50s to do, and then the in-ears. Alright, well, we're getting there. I ended up untangling or unwrapping my RF cable that, is kind of nicely tucked back in here. And it did give me a little more headroom. Kind of thought that it might be making more of an antenna all coiled up, and then I extended that to be a little further out of the way, so we'll see. All right, we're back. It's officially it's officially the first day of Christmas prep for our actual rehearsals with all of the gear. The changes I'm making today are a 128 channel Dante card at the front of house console, and I have the old 64 here. Now we own this, we own both, but this is not our console. This is a rented console from Amplified, and I will be putting this 64 in it. So the way that I'm doing monitors this year is I am pulling everything over Dante. Normally I do it on an analog split. We have a 56 channel split under here that I use, but my show is bigger than that. So instead, I'm going to pull it over Dante, and it's going to come through these switches. So all of this is the Dante backbone network. Obviously, this is Amp World for us. This is RF. And I'm doing some kind of fun things with my DX NICs that I'll talk about later. But today is patch day, so I've got work boxes here. RF is sitting here. I've got to redo labels today, get rid of some of the Sennheiser stuff from the previous show, and then do some more things here for our in-ears. Yesterday, I also worked pretty heavily on Workbench. You saw that. And really just struggled to get enough space. Turns out we just have too much sitting in the G50 and G20 bands for mics and IEMs. We just have way too much going on. So I don't know how I'm going to actually get around that. Eventually it's going to be us replacing equipment for sure. But that isn't today. That's not going to get solved today. So I just need to figure out what I'm going to do. Ideally, I would love to just give somebody the G50s and trade for some H50s or something like that, because there's a lot of bands available in H50 for me, and there's not a lot available for G50. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other kind of a deal. Anyway, I've got all of this mess to clean up today from the last show. Again, I'll explain kind of what we were doing there, but drums is moved. Main stage was patched for youth last night, and we're going to take all this down and start patching for the corporate set today. I have this riser to build with stuff for our MD and her stuff. And then our auditorium is being prepped, of course, for women's brunch. There was a whole event in here last night that used this same setup, so it doesn't have to get flipped, so that's nice. And then we are right into rehearsals. So at some point, I also need to take a truck out to elevate. Most of that stuff's going to be coming here. I've got a show at the Ford Idaho Center, so bring you guys along for that. That happens tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. No, it's 2 days. It's Saturday. And then I've got camera stuff to do, lines to do. We just pulled 6 new SDIs over there, so I need to label and terminate those. For Christmas, we have a large LED wall coming in. It's about 32 feet long, 12 feet high, and it's a picture frame, so it's going to look really nice. The busyness of the season is here, so time to get started. So before I go do any of that and start working on this console and putting the cards in, I actually need to go do content review, because we have a lot of stuff coming in for the LED wall, and that needs to be approved today, so that when we do previs at 3 o'clock, we have those elements ready to bring in. So I'm going to go do that right now. All right, so my Dante files are very out of date. So we have 5 different desks that are pulling off of Dante crap. So I have updated them for what channels actually feed Dante from each console, and where they go, what's getting picked up, all that junk. So right now I'm updating the rental monitor console with my channels to make sure that they're accurate to this show, because this, of course, is last year's show file. Luckily, everything was on 2.0, so I didn't have to update anything. Everything just works. So I am patching all of my Dante crap right now, and what channels don't align with this, I'm also editing all of those, which I think we're pretty close. These channels, Logic doesn't exist because we're not doing stems this year. So we're gonna get rid of that name, get rid of that name. Those are gone, and we do have these other mics. So we did change mics this last year, so I need to bring those in, which is starting at 61. So actually these channels don't matter either. These are all nose. Get rid of that. So this is 61 through 64. Oh wait, no it's not. No, the D-Live has those differently. I think I have 4 channels in between those and where I put the mics. Let's go here, and I'm basically using trims to just get the levels I need while being as close as I possibly can. Yep, starting at 65. All right, it is go pick up the main show time from Elevate. And it's been a whirlwind. I mean, we've done 8 stages up to this point. So far, all of them have been on time. We did a lot of prep way in advance to handle this kind of a load. We're pretty much ready for that. Yesterday was not a good day. I also didn't do a very good job keeping my annoyance in check. So I didn't have a good day. Many other people were not having a great day either. We got through rehearsal, but it wasn't awesome. But I think we're in a all that to say we're in a good spot now, but just getting 10 in-ear mixes dialed off the rip and into a rehearsal was a rough one. But everything from a system standpoint worked fine. Dante was good. That system was strong, and I got more work to do on that today. So today's a new day, and here's what we're doing. I'm in truck 15 right now. I'm going to Elevate to pick up the Christmas show. That's everything. Truss, motors, feeder cable, Sacco, all of our lighting, and bring that back to the church. And then I'm loading another show that we're doing at the Fort Idaho Center tomorrow. This truck is going to go out this afternoon for a different client, and then I've got a couple other things that need to get handled. And that's it for the weekend. A couple stage changes, women's brunch, Sunday morning, that's it. So, I'm gonna get going. Time to drive. Howdy.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not sure how you see it all on camera.
Are we forking or lift gating?
I don't care. That's a smaller lift gate. It's easy. Do you want to just fork it?
Yeah. What you got?
Stage deck. Report.
Let's do this. Hi.
All done?
For this,
Yay.
all this has to float.
What?
Okay, good. Oh, why?
No lift gate. It will keep it halfway up.
That cable trunk over there is heavy. The one in the back that has the motor cable and the Socko.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be a 2-person drop.
I noticed. I see what you mean about the stages.
Yeah.
And yeah, I forgot that we were getting those and they come them.
Mm-hmm.
Not fit on.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Maybe.
And so heavy that if we try to put it on the edge, it's definitely going to go over. Not because of the distribution of weight, but when it goes over the edge, the weight is enough to pull the rest of it.
Camp stove all over again.
Slinky.
Except we can't.
Stage slinky.
Stage slinky. There's drinks in that cooler.
Yep.
What is that from?
Roaring Springs. It's not even mine. It's just been there. I don't know whose it is.
That place there.
It's mine now, but I don't know like who actually owned it.
This has been here for like 2 hours.
Yeah. It was in the way of the boiler repair.
Oh, nice. That makes sense. So we chatted with Kaylee about tomorrow. They have like a whole worship team.
Yeah, they usually do.
So, stage is ready to go for them. The sad monkey? What is that?
Ashley used to, it's changed now, but back in the day, the way she would communicate with me that she was mad is she would just say the word rage. Just rage.
Okay. What's up, dude?
2, 7.
Solid concrete, huh? That'd be fun. For about 5 minutes.
Yep, it wouldn't be. I'd have to be just like coked out for like the 5 minutes, because after that I would absolutely give up.
Hooray!
Yeah, this thing is just wide. Let's put it right here. Dang, it sucks. It just takes up every bit of hallway. You got that side?
Yep.
Pull and anchor it. Neat. Okay, I got it. Take it down till I don't got it. All right, I'll use. I think the PSI stairs were thinner.
They were.
Nice, you can put it back. I just needed to get through. Watch the fold.
Yeah.
Let's get that and the other 2 legs.
It kind of helps like a little. It's not the same, but for now, a couple more months and I can have a real one.
Can you push it? just a little bit this way.
Ready? I think I'm gonna put, I just banged my foot on this outside because I was not paying attention. I will not be the only one.
No.
So I'm gonna put tape on these.
Well, if it can happen, yeah, it can happen.
Well, if it can happen in the light.
It'll definitely happen in the dark.
Yep.
Dang. Yeah, this works out really, really well right here.
We'll take a win. Okay. Yeah, see?
Figured it
We'll
out.
figure it out. All right, let's not do that.
Get rid of the antenna.
I don't know what that is, but it's not an antenna.
No, this.
Oh, that. I was pulling that thing off the back of the truck out there, and I thought you saw me.
Oh.
I was like, turns out it's not an antenna, but it looks like one.
Oh.
I don't know what it's for. 100%.
Well, that's.
A little more. More? Well, I'm back at building 3. We just packed up our show. That's going to Fort Idaho Center. Full truck. Because I have 2 rentals in here actually. So this PA, these Sparta boxes, a bunch of cable, like a good majority of this stuff is going with me. The choir risers are a different rental, and the in-ears that are on the truck are also a different rental. So really just kind of operating out of this truck for like the small stuff the weekend needs. Because truck 15 is out in a different spot. So pretty much done here. Got everything loaded. I'm gonna go pick up some California twist lock from a local rental place because mine aren't done yet and I didn't finish that. So time to take this truck home to go get my keys so I can go get a different truck and hopefully make the DMV. We'll see if I'm able to do that.